What is up, guys? It's your boy No Shoes coming at you live here with a little bit of a different video here. I actually picked up a team for the MetaShift Draft League. It's a league run by one of the guys from JLPC and a friend of mine, Decker. And I picked up a team from him. Really wanted to look at it. Really wanted to play with it, mostly because of this one right here, Low Punny. Mega Low Punny I've always wanted to use. I was really upset that I haven't got to use it yet. So picked up Mega Low Punny. Picked up this Mega Low Punny team. I've got 2 weeks to try to make playoffs, and from there, I then have to play in playoffs. I've got an outside shot, but a shot nonetheless. This week, I am going up against unknownuser, and I forget what his team name is. But I'm pretty much going to show you basically how I prep for teams, because I know his team is the Ever Grande Groudons. Interesting choice for using a legendary for your mascot. But I'm going to show you like how I prep for legendaries. How I prep for draft league matches, because I know when I first started, I didn't really have those options. Nobody was really out there. I had to like watch all the professionals do it all fancied up, and I didn't get to see like the docs they used, and they kind of they knew things that I didn't know yet. So I'm actually going to show you how I do it straight up. Like, this is exactly what I do. This is all I look at. And what you're seeing here, this is my team, and then the team that I just posted in here, because I thought I already had this prepped and I didn't, is my opponent's team. It's Unknown's team. And I'm going to prep. I'm going to do this real quick. MetaShift is not really my thing. What they do is they take the full decks and they shrink it down. I don't remember exactly how many mons. Let me see if I can't find that somewhere in here. And they cut out all but about 180 to 230 mons is what they did. It says here roughly 200 were in this season, but they cut out like over half the meta. It was really awesome that some of these things, like, you see my team's I feel like this team's kind of broken. Mega Low Punny, got a little Sun Core going with Ninetales, Victory Bell, and Typhlosion. Got a little bit of everything going in there. Yeah, I picked up this team for Decker from somebody that had to drop. And this is pretty much what I do when I build my teams. Let me... so first thing I look at, the numbers, these numbers don't matter. That's for other video prep for me, and as far as like drafting teams when I draft, which, by the way, JLPC draft recap should be going up. I'm planning on Wednesday. Wednesday is the goal day for when I am going to be doing that. I'm going to be live streaming it. I plan on having somebody in the call with me. I don't know who that is yet. It kind of depends on who has availability. But these numbers to the left of each team doesn't matter, but the numbers to the right matter. The numbers to the right are the speed tiers of each mon. So that's just how fast they are, non-scarfed, and stuff like that. That's their base speed stat. And first thing that I'll look at automatically is that I'm quite a bit faster than him. His Garchomp's 102. He's got Drapion at 95. Rotom 91, Torracat 90. I mean, he doesn't really have very fast mons. So the first thing that I look at here and see is that he may try to Trick Room. That's my first thought. My first thought is I should be scared of a Trick Room team. So keeping that in mind, I'm thinking I'm not going to bring Regieleki. He does have the Finny, but I think I can work around the Finny, more or less. And I think the biggest thing is I'm bringing Megalopunny, and I'm thinking I'm going to bring Cryogonal. So let's start there. So we'll start with Cryogonal, because it's coming for sure. Has to be Levitate. So no chance for Hell. So let's set up. So let's do Cryogonal is more of a special mon. Very specially defensive. So we'll start with Ice Beam for the Garchomp. And then we'll look what kind of coverage does it get. Gets Knock. It gets Rapid Spin. It doesn't get, I saw Flash Cannon and Ancient Power and Acrobatics. So if we go back to my prep sheet here. So with a Cryogonal on the field, his best answer might be Bronzong, or it might be Hitmonlee. So I gotta find a way. I'll add Freeze Dry for Finny. And just looking, I don't see anything to really hit. Bronzong would get hit super effectively by Knockoff, and that would cripple him. I mean, I see an Acrobatics, but Acrobatics is really only good if you lose your item. I don't have an item yet, but I don't really want to show an item. I'm not over. He's got a couple good rockers. Mamoswine, Bronzong, and Garchomp all can bring rocks. I don't know if he would bring rocks because I'm not really weak to rocks in some case. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to run Assault Vest. And I'm going to run Ice Shard for the priority for my last move. I'm going to be a fast special sweeper. I actually just have to outspeed the Garchomp. So that's where this comes in. So I plug in Garchomp here. Max speed Garchomp hits 333. Right now I hit 339, so I can pull this back to 334. And now that will guarantee that I will outspeed the Garchomp non-Scarf. So that's a big start to the thing, to the do-thing. Make it shiny. Give it a nickname. Nickname it Jack Frost. Just because that sounds good. And then the next one I'm bringing is Megalopunny. Now it says illegal, so I have to go here. I have to do Nat Dex Draft. So it'll register that Lopunny is actually legal. Lopunny automatically gets scrappy, and its item is automatically Lopunnyite this way. My first thought is I'm going to put on Ice Punch for the Garchomp. Because that Garchomp is scary regardless. Best answer to a Lopunny is probably Hitmonlee, again. In some form. So I'll bring Play Rough. I'll bring Power Up Punch to set up, which is always a good thing. Power Up Punch, moves like Power Up Punch, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but moves like Power Up Punch that do damage, Rapid Spin would be a good one, that do damage and boost. and boost your stats are always good moves to use. Things like Power Up Punch and Rapid Spin, because that's a 2-for-1 there. I kind of want to bring another fighting type move for stab, or normal type move for stab. Quick attack for priority doesn't look too bad. Triple Axle probably would be better over Ice Punch. Let's see here. I already have the see. Triple Axle actually is better. So we'll actually take off Ice Punch and run Triple Axle. And actually pulling up the standard calc, I actually saw that I want Fake Out. And that gives me priority. Play Rough lets me hit the whatchamacallit, the Hitmonlee if he brings that. Because I don't really see, I mean, Hitmonlee, Rotom probably doesn't want to take a Power Up Punch or a Fake Out. That's really the only two things. Bronzong, maybe. I don't have anything for Bronzong, so I have to keep that in mind. And actually thinking about that now, so we'll do our little set here. I actually can do Adamant and still be faster than Garchomp. But now I gotta figure out how fast Garchomp is Scarfed. So we'll do that. We'll do that calc real quick. Which a Scarf adds 1.5 times the speed. So helps if I hit the right function. Should hit 49.5. And if you put a Scarf on this damage calculator, 49.9, which is what I had. So I actually won't be faster than its Scarf no matter what. So we'll actually just make sure we're faster than it non-Scarfed here, which is 333. And what I'm doing is called speed creeping. And that allows me to make sure that I'm faster, but still allows me to bring bulk. So now I have 144 points of bulk to bring for Lopunny. Make it shiny. Name it after give it the nickname that I give my wife, because my wife is my little bunny rabbit. And now I have two Mons weak to, I don't know why I pulled that one up, weak to Bronzong and Trick Room. So excuse me as I stretch here. So I know Bronzong's going to be a problem. Now, most likely, it actually probably looks like it's going to come as heat proof. I say that because I don't really have a ground type on my team. That was somewhat intentional. I didn't really feel like I needed one when I went through and made the changes to this team. I had Regieleki. I tried to stay away from electric types that were weak to ground. Or I tried to stay away from things weak to electric, ground, and flying types. And I did a really good job. Or ground, water, and flying types mostly. I think I did a really good job there on that. I did get Crawdaunt, but I feel like it'd be safe to bring Crawdaunt most weeks. And I think it's going to be safe to bring it as a reliable answer to the Bronzong. And that's what I'm going to check now. I'm going to check Bronzong. Now, this one's going to say especially defensive, but we're actually going to flip these calcs to physically defensive. And we gotta make sure that we hit the right nature. And I feel like Trick Room's coming. So, I feel like he's gonna bring a Trick Room. It'd be silly not to bring Trick Room. Now let's look at Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt's knockoff would still Oko in this situation. So I don't know why I don't bring standard Crawdaunt. And be careful and bring something probably for Finny. So Finny is a water fairy, and fairy is super effective against dark. And I won't have anything. Rotom won't want to stay in. So what I think I do here, actually, is I think I'll look for a certain berry. Now berries are good for multiple reasons. I actually don't see, where's the wiki berry? That's the one that I think I'm looking for. A lot of berries actually give you, you'll see this half damage taken from a super effective Electrica type for a Wakan berry. There's a berry like that for every attack, not attack, every typing. So like there's the ground one. I thought the one, it's a Roselia. I thought the one for berries was called a wiki berry, but I guess not. And we're gonna do adaptability, and we're gonna do knockoff. We're gonna do crab hammer. We're gonna do aqua jet for priority. And now we need another move. I'm seeing a few things that are promising. Those would help with the Tapu Fini situation. I'm not seeing anything, though, that stands out to help our Hitmonlee situation if he brings Hitmonlee. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring Dragon Dance. So whereas he does have a lot of Mons, a +1 I get to 313, which his second fastest Mon I discussed was Drapion. And it falls just short of Drapion. So I'd be faster than everything that's not Drapion and Garchomp +1. So I think I'll bring Dragon Dance. And that's adamant. And I'll bring it just like that. I've never used Crawdaunt before, so I don't really have a nickname for it. Trying to think of one off the top of my head. Krabby. I don't want to go basic and name it like Mr. Krabs or something. I want to name it something kind of cool. Typically, I take to the internet, so that is what I will do on my phone here. I actually like Leviathan. It's a Atlantis the Lost Empire reference, and I loved that movie as a kid. And apparently they were both the mechanized creatures in that movie were based off of crabs, so let's look here. So that's 3 really good mods. Now I'm start looking. Now I look through here and I'm trying to find something to wall his team. And if I'm looking at this precisely, I see that a defensive Weezing actually really walls his team. As long as I bring Levitate. So we'll start there for a defensive wall. There's many different ways to draft, and I always really like balanced drafts where I have a few walls and a lot of offensive power. That's kind of what I went with. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mamoswine, as we look this up on my phone, gets thick fat, which would be his play against the Weezing would probably be the Mamoswine. Pretty sure it gets thick fat, which it does. So bringing Flamethrower or Fire Blast would not do me good. I'll bring a Pain Split. I gotta bring something for the Finny. And I like the chance to poison it more, even though terrain. I know the terrain prevents it from being poisoned, but he has some decent removal. I mean, Hitmonlee gets Rapid Spin, Rotom gets Defog. I don't really see anything else that's Finny gets Defog, so I get maybe bringing Toxic Spikes is not the best. So we'll bring Toxic instead. And I still really wish I had something for the Mamoswine, and I'm not really seeing anything other than like Gyro Ball, which would be good. Except I'm not nearly slow enough. And Taunt looks pretty solid too. I wonder, can you taunt in terrain? Let's look here. I'm looking a lot more stuff up today than I usually do. But this is a really weird team to build for. Non-volatile status, which includes confusion. So I think Taunt should still work. We're going to be physically defensive. We will be switching into Tapu Fini and Mamoswine mostly. So being physically defensive is best. And we're going to name it Gas Bomb. Now, as far as defensively, pulled out my headphones, shifted and pulled out my headphones. Now, as far as defensively speaking, I don't really have much else for a defensive core. But what I do have is I have a Sliggoo that can be bulky. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring very bulky Slugoo. Assault. Excuse me. Assault vest with. We'll leave it at Sap Sipper for now. Oh no, we want Eviolite. We don't want Assault vest. We want Eviolite. Almost messed that up. Almost messed up my own. And we're going to protect. We're going to toxic. We're going to sludge bomb. And more importantly, we are going to ice beam for the Garchomp. And we are going to be specially defensive to switch into the Tapu Fini more. And then we're going to name it Slimy, because I don't really have a nickname. If y'all think of other nicknames for these kinds of mons, let me know. I have nicknames for a lot of mons that are just like guaranteed. But if I like your nickname better than the one I use, let me know. I'll definitely use it. Now my last mon that I've got to look at here. I've got to pick. I'm leaning Victory Bell for stab poison. Does damage a lot of different places. Gardevoir would be another good mon. Looking through his team there. Actually, I'm really leaning towards the Gardevoir now that I look at it. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of using choice items. However, Gardevoir is not a major threat, major power in my team this week. So, bringing Gardevoir is not a bad spec for extra damage is not a bad thing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Trace. Because I really don't care if he poisons me. And Trace could allow me to pick up something like Thick Fat or Misty Surge. It'll help me scout the Bronzong. Help me scout out a few different things there. Now, since I'm Specs, I just really need attacking moves. Expanding Force only works on Psychic terrain, so I don't need that. I do, however, want. I got D-Gleam. I'm going to change D-Gleam out for Moonblast. A little bit more power. Punch to my power. I'm going to bring Psychic. I'm going to bring. I wish I could bring Hidden Power, but that is a cut move. I am going to bring. What else do I really bring with this set? I think I'm bringing Shadow Ball for the Rotom, because that's regular Rotom, which is a Ghost and Electric Ghost. And really need something for that. Shadow Ball helps with Bronzong. I really need something to help with Drapion, which is really just ground type moves, which I don't have any of. So I think I bring Wish, and that allows me to really get my wishes up. I'm Specs, so Gardevoir will actually have to speed tie with Mamo, so we'll actually keep that the way it is. And I love Mega Gardevoir shiny. I'm going to name it Waifu for now. I'll probably come up with a better nickname for it later, but I'm going to name it Waifu for now. We'll validate our team, and then our team is validated. Then we'll go over here, we'll hit import export. Oh, copy, paste, import. I imported 6 sets successfully. And now the only sets that will show up are the sets that I'm using in this upcoming battle. So now I come back here. And y'all can't see me now because I'm using a different thing, but I'm going to tell my opponent that I'm ready. Make sure I'm still recording. Been recording. And now we wait for him to respond and start the battle. Little question of the day. I was arguing with my wife earlier today. If you have, so answer this question. If you have something planned for a Friday and you have to change the date to Saturday, the day after, are you moving it back a day or forward a day? Some of those silly things that I argue with my wife about. As I sit here waiting for his. Waiting for his reply. Oh, my opponent got off. So, while I wait for my opponent to get ready, I'm going to pause this recording, and I'll see you guys in the battle. What is up, guys? It's your boy No Shoes coming at you live here. My opponent has messaged me. We are getting ready to start the battle here. Let us battle. Finny, Rotom, Raytheon, Mammothline, Garchomp, Brawn. Kind of the crew up, I thought. So, let's start. My internet is like it's about to crash. Oh, he left. Is that a 4-4? Oh, he joined. Okay. Shout out Bryce Crispy. Shout out Bryce. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, he's doing a lot of TCG content. So I kind of want to say Groudon for late. Really want to see what he leads with. I don't know what takes too much from Raikou. Raytheon doesn't. Banded Mamoswine does not appreciate a Moonblast either. We'll actually lead Waifu here. He leads Groudon. I trace the Levitate. Groudon should die from Shadow Ball. Just expect Shadow Ball would kill him first. He Volt switches. Okay. Probably should have been blast. Oh, good switch. Good play on my part. completely by accident, but hey, I'll take it. Shadow Ball again. He does bring out the Drapion. At this point, I think I'll turn it over to click over here, absorb some. My Eviolite gets knocked off. That's not good. We'll protect. He goes for Peace Bite. Ooh. Oh, freeze hacks. Okay. That's good for me. I feel like he switches. I know Drapion can't take a Moonblast. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll switch in Gardevoir here. He's still frozen. I'll continue to Moonblast. I want to see what this Bronze does. Okay, so he does just Gyro Ball me. Oblivion. Realistically, I wish I had brought Rapid Spin on Jack Frost. Really upset with myself for not bringing some form of removal. The Lair of Toxic Spikes was a good bring on his part. So he brings in the Spinny. I feel like I just... Pretty sure I only does 54, but I don't really know how much, what all he really does. 45 to 54. He Calm Mind. So he is a Calm Mind. Left deck. It's going to make things rather difficult. But I crit through the Calm Mind. I'm getting a lot of good hacks. I am getting a lot of good hacks right now. A lot of good hacks. I'm hacking this guy a lot here. So he is Scar. Otherwise he wouldn't have been faster than me. He is locked into Stone Edge. If I go +1, he's 47, that's not enough. Now the Roselia Berry is useless. Could be a Star. not start steady anymore on this? Huh. There used to always be a start setting built in. Oh yeah, I can't be poisoned right now because of the misty terrain. So I'm Mega Evolve. I think I go plus one of it. And breaking off. I am plus one. Triple axle to 87. If it hits all 3 times. I think I power up punch again. I think this is where I just kind of try to go for the win. Easy thought. USP jab. He doesn't get the poison. I kind of think it's over for him after that. Yep, it's over. Oh no, I missed it! Oh, I missed the triple axle. Oh, that was huge on his part. He's locked into Earthquake. Oh. And he switched. Oh. What kind of tomfoolery is that? This Star Chomp's gonna be a problem now. Well, back down to neutral. The fake out will do 29. Fake out will do 26. That's it. Not legit with 230. Oh, I missed the triple axle for the game. Oh, I was plus 2 in everything. I should be able to survive one Earthquake. He's locked into Poison Jab. He's got buried, didn't matter. Okay. GG unknown. I pulled that out. Missed the triple axle for the win. I can't say too much. I axed him to death at this beginning part, so it had to come back and bite me. I mean, let's look at this. He actually made that a lot closer based off of hacks. freeze there. That was kind of big. Freeze dry here, crit freeze dry there. That was really huge. Probably the biggest part of this. Just the constant not being able to thaw out. I'm not proud of myself for how I won that because I hacked him to death. That was for game though. If I hit that, he doesn't have anything else that can stand up to scrappy low punting. But good game, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this new video. Like I said, I've got 2 weeks. I think I actually get eliminated because I think I had pretty much just sweeping. I knew I was in last place going into this. Let's see here. I'm in next to last place. I am now 2-4 minus 10. Technically. Best I can get is 3-4 minus 4. So yeah, I don't think I have a chance anymore. But you get 1 more week of this kind of format, and if you like this, I might do this with something else. JLPC, I plan on doing that Wednesday. Plan on going live with that Wednesday at 7. So you would have already seen that by the time the video went up. But I plan on doing all my JLPC stuff this week too. So you'll see all that, and JLPC will start, and it'll run opposite. So like PCL is Friday, Saturday. JLPC is going to be Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, like the video, comment, answer the question of the day. Are you going back a day or forward a day? And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.